Netflix came out with War Machine day before yesterday, and this is something that both Arindam and me watched, and I think if I'm honest, we're going to have a split panel on this one too. What are your thoughts on this one?
If things had gone well, I would have been able to watch War Machine with Brad Pitt in attendance
Yeah.
because like the site Indian, we get invites from MAMI, Mami, which does these amazing lineup of films that almost nobody sees. Like, and they are world movies, so you get movies from all over the world, like The Salesman and all. Like years before people knew about it, they were featured on Mami. So we got invites for War Machine, and obviously I saw, okay, it was an you have to reply to the mails to, get the proper seatings and everything. So I thought, okay, just the director is in attendance and it's on a Wednesday. So it's a work day. There's no point coming or going there. And the theater is almost around 60 kilometers from where I stay. So that would have been quite an effort. And so I do not go at all. And then one of my friends who attended it, he sends a photo of Brad Pitt. I'm like, what the fuck is just happening? And they said they did not announce it all.
Yeah,
So that being, yeah,
yeah, I remember you sharing that picture, and I was like, "What the fuck? You missed that bloody thing." This is you're not really a fuck up of epic proportions. I'll say that this is very ironic that you decided to work, and this is what pops up. It pays not to work
this
sometimes,
sucks.
I guess.
Yeah. Exactly. So, coming to the movie, I did like how it started off, but the thing was that it fizzled towards the end. I like what David Michaud, the director and the writer, was trying to tell us and what he was trying to show us. There are aspects of war which we do not understand. Like most of us are like hardcore liberals, right? Give peace a chance and all that. But the intentions, I thought it was very well shown that why this guy, till date, like I saw the hearings and I read the reports about the character that Brad Pitt played and his Rolling Stone magazine article that had come out. So this guy was painted like a very warmongering idiot. But this movie, I thought it did a very good job in showing what his true intentions were. Like, and Obama, why he was criticized by the Republicans, that he would basically insulting the army, who were paying with their literally with their lives.
Right.
So I thought that aspect was very well shown. I haven't seen things like that shown. Like, it's very if you show some warmongering generals, they'll show like just they're hungry for bloodshed and everything. But over here they showed a sensible side, that why he wants to go to war and why he wants stability and everything. And then gradually, the way that they break it down, and it essentially comes down to Brad Pitt's hubris, and into why he wants to like this. He wants this to be his like end a glorious end to a glorious career, but that just doesn't go his way.
Right. It's one of those things. Like I don't think you'll disagree with me when I say there are a lot of movies out there that sort of explore this territory. And I think I've
Right.
spoken about this before, the whole politics and war mixing together, and then directors trying to explore the whole sensitive side of things, trying to explore the
Right.
other side of things. So there are a lot of movies that have come out in recent years. They have tried to explore all the facets of it. They have tried to show it from the soldier's point of view as well as the victim's point of view. Now you have it from not only the politicos' point of view, but also the ones who are enabling it, the decision makers, so to say. So in that sense, I think this is one of those topics that has been explored to death right now, and it doesn't mean that it's not a topic that should be explored, because it's one of those topics that remain ever relevant in today's date, because as of date, even today, I think the army, US Army is still in the Middle East, and in lots of in parts of Iraq as well as
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. Yeah, so this is not going to change in the future because this is all strategic, and this is something that you can understand, but it's something that has been explored so many times that you're not going to be able to present a truly unique view to things, which is why it becomes sometimes very taxing for me personally to watch movies like this. And that is why I do not enjoy movies that explore this theme too much. And I've not seen a decent movie that I have I'll give A plus rating to in recent times or even in the recent past. And that
Have
is
you
not the
seen
same.
Charlie Wilson's War though?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
I
Like,
I think that's one of the better movies about the diplomacy aspect of war.
yes, you can say that. Like, you can try to dissect all these movies all you want, and then it'll still come up to the same thing. Yeah, they are all preaching the same theme. It's not going to change. We all know that your war is bad, and politicians are crooked, and they're going to pursue their own agendas, and they're not concerned with lives lost, be it on the side of the army or be it on the side of the victims who are in these areas. That is not going to change. I think that's something that truly we have seen before. It does may give you a chance to sort of watch a war movie for per se, but then that being said, War Machine is there's very little war in it. It's
Right.
mostly about exploring the political side of things and what influences factors that go lead up to wars and as well as what happens after a war ends. And that's something, as I said, has been done to death, at least for me. Uh, I miss a good war movie, and there are a lot of people I know went in who will go in going to watch wow movie with that expectation that will be a wow movie, but it is not. All in all, I'll say that your Netflix is doing a good job of bringing in the blockbusters to its medium, but this is not truly one of those movies that'll define the whole catalog. I'll say their TV series still define their catalog. I think it also had Trouble in Khan. I think it was booed if I'm not mistaken because people still preferred to watch it in
Okja
theaters.
was, I think.
Oh, sorry,
Okja,
yes,
yeah. Okja might have been
Okja was.
booed for completely different reasons. Because
Yes,
if you are a newcomer going into a Jong Bon-hoon movie, you
yes,
will not get what the fuck this guy does. Because he makes some of the best movies and they're weird.
yes.
And he's not the weirdest Korean director around.
Not
So,
by a long mile. I think I'm very apologies for that one. I mixed up Okja and War Machine. But speaking about that, I think one trivia that I got to know was that how he makes his movies. Like he mixes and edits them right there on the sets itself. That was this was revealed when Snowpiercer was being made. I don't know if you know about this part. Like they were shooting, and then after each
right.
shoot, they were editing right there on the floor itself, so that Bong Joon-ho knows exactly what's happening and how the movie is moving in continuation. So that's a very innovative way to look at how movie making is progressing forward. He is truly one of the your innovative directors of our times, and Okja is obviously it has themes that sort of might resonate with kids because it's going to be a creature feature, but it's a cuddly creature, not a monster creature. So it's something that kids may be interested in watching. So I'll say that that's seriously something I'm really excited for.
How did you like Ben Kingsley in this movie?
I did not like him too much. I mean, that guy has done it
It's too
all.
camp, right?
Yeah, he's so campy, man. It's so campy. It's like he's forgotten how to act. I'm sorry if people are offended by this, but it actually feels like he's forgotten how to act. He's always hamming it up. I don't know why, because he is considered to be one of the foremost actors that are still alive, and for him to sort of take up projects that truly have potential to be big and then ham it up in the way that he does, it just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't.
But that could be the way this character was written. Like Hamid Karzai over here was a total buffoon. So I think, in my opinion, like he does like overdo things a bit. but I'm not sure if they were character choices that he made or David Michaud wrote with all those over-exaggerated sneezing and those character tics that Karzai had, because we don't see that. Obviously, we can't know that about Karzai, but from the description that was like, it does not seem that he would be this stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it's a widely accepted fact that Hamid Karzai is not the brightest tool in the shed, and he was set up as a puppet to sort of facilitate the US government being there. That being said, I don't think he is that stupid as he was portrayed. And certainly, I think Ben Kingsley does take some certain liberties in the way that he chooses to portray his character. When was the last time you remember a truly good character that he has played? I, for one,
I
have to go a long time back because I truly can't.
I love the Mandarin, but I'm pretty sure that you guys will disagree. But but I really loved him in Sexy Beast, and man, I was just going to say Green Room, and then I remembered no, that was a role which probably was written for Ben Kingsley, and someone decided no, let's give it to Patrick Stewart.
True.
So
I mean, this is one thing, right? Ben Kingsley is truly one of those guys who's becoming day by day a polarizing figure when it comes to him being considered a great as well as a total complete buffoon when it comes to choosing the projects that he's part of. I think he was part of a Wednesday's remake. I think
right, he was the guy. Huh?
yeah, he played the character played by Nasiruddin Shah. So
Yeah.
I heard some people say that this is something that got a lot of good reviews. I haven't caught it because I think that is one of the movies that should not have been touched. Coming back to War Machine, though, what do you think about Brad Pitt's acting in this?
I thought he was an older Aldorain. Like, right from the way that he was talking and everything, it was just Aldorain coming back to life again. But he was just a more determined person. It was the funniest thing was the way that he ran. Did you notice that? He put his hands. It was very weird. I also really like some people who are into 80s movies will love it for two casting choices which were made. Alan Ruck, you might remember him from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yes,
He was the guy who played the ambassador to Afghanistan, and
correct.
also Anthony Michael Hall. Like he has become unrecognizable. The sweet nerdy kid from Breakfast Club. He played this angry army man over here. So, but I really loved, like, I would love to see him in more roles. It's probably because I just did not recognize him. Remember that day I just sent a photo and no one could recognize him.
No one, no one. That and
Even
Topher Grace
if
is
nobody
also in this
points it out to
movie,
you, yeah.
right? Topher Grace is also in this movie as is Scott McNairy, sorry, who plays the journalist. And I think most of the guys they are just there to proper Brad Pitt's performance. I think this is the way it was set up. I don't know why that was done. It's not to say that the characters are not excellent and they have not been built very nicely. I'm just saying that a lot of times you get the feeling that everything is building up to what Brad Pitt is doing, so everybody is there to sort of prop him up.
No, I think if you watch it for the second time
Yeah,
and you don't have the preconceived notions of the war movies going on, I think you'll enjoy it a bit more because I thought it was very well written. It does fizzle out towards the end because the first part has highly comedic moments.
yeah,
I think the tone was not like captured about right. So
correct.
there are tonal issues with this movie, but other than that, I thought it was very well written, and I'll give my rating. I would rate it a high B plus.
I think I'll go and give it a B, but subject to rewatching, I might consider changing the ratings.